guys, it's Tom here and welcome to a brand new Liverpool transfer news video where we have major breaking news. The Telegraph is reporting that Liverpool are actively trying to find out Jude Bellingham's release clause, because we are, according to the Telegraph newspaper and many various journalists, we are the most likely club to sign him either in January or next summer, and Liverpool are currently leading the race to sign Jude Bellingham, who, of course, this picture is from yesterday's Manchester City Borussia Dortmund game where Bellingham scored a phenomenal goal. He instinctively got his head onto Marco Reus's cross or shot, I'm still not sure, and Dortmund were 1-0 up, and if it wasn't for Erling Haaland and Man City's late run, Dortmund almost, they were 10 minutes away from beating Manchester City at the Etihad, and Jude Bellingham was one of Dortmund's best players. It's reportedly still unclear if Liverpool will be able to get him for a set fee. Bellingham signed a new contract with Dortmund last year, and clubs, presumably including Liverpool, are trying to find out the details of that deal, because if there is a release clause, for example, Erling Haaland had like a £65 million release clause. If Bellingham has an £80 million release clause, then Dortmund would have no option but to sell Bellingham. If any club triggers that release clause, then we will be free to negotiate with Jude Bellingham. And Dortmund are said to be braced for a big attempt from Liverpool, and release clause or no release clause. But of course Liverpool want to position themselves in the Bellingham transfer race as in the best way possible. So if we could somehow find out that release clause, and I think we can talk with Bellingham's representatives behind the scenes. Of course that's going on in the world of football. Agents talk to club representatives behind the scenes, and I'm sure that because Bellingham's family has already been invited to visit the AXA training center, Liverpool's training ground, I'm sure that there has been talks already behind the scenes. And I think because Liverpool signed Arthur on a loan, Liverpool didn't want to spend any amount of money on a second or third choice midfielders in the summer, because we are saving all our money to be able to complete the Jude Bellingham transfer deal, which could be as big as £100 million. And here is a picture where Bellingham went out to the Dortmund fans to celebrate after scoring at the Etihad, and he has been scoring against Man City now for the second time in a row, I think, that he scored at the Etihad, and he is doing really well when Bellingham is playing clubs from England or even from Scotland. When Dortmund played Rangers last year, even though Dortmund went out, Bellingham scored 2 goals and got 2 assists in just 2 games against the Rangers, so it wasn't because of Bellingham that Dortmund went out. Real Madrid seem to be Liverpool's most serious challengers for the midfielder, and if you are excited about this news, that Liverpool are actively trying to find out the release clause of Bellingham, leave a like on this video and subscribe if you are new around here. And also in this video we will talk about what Pep Guardiola said after the Man City Dortmund game about Jude Bellingham. And Sam Preston, also a journalist, is claiming that Liverpool are now the most likely team to sign the exceptional Jude Bellingham, and they are about to lay down the groundwork for the deal. According to the Telegraph, Liverpool are actively pursuing Jude Bellingham, and we are talking with his representatives, and I think Bellingham is just so mature, beyond his years. He's only 19 years old, but he's already a really impressive player. And even Pep Guardiola said, I was impressed 2 seasons ago when Bellingham was 17, now he's 19, and when he was good at 17 years old, imagine how good he is now at 19. He's able to follow Ilkay Gundogan and Kevin De Bruyne, win the duels, transitions are fast, to have the sense in the box for the goal he scored. So Bellingham can do a bit of everything. He can defend, he can attack, and he's an exceptional player. I think everybody knows it, not because the manager of Man City says it. Everybody knows it, that Bellingham is an exceptional player, and I think he can do a really awesome job in the midfield. And Liverpool don't need an out-and-out defensive midfielder, and we don't really have an out-and-out attacking midfielder in the midfield. The right center midfielder and the left center midfielder, they both have the duty to defend and to attack, just like Jude Bellingham. His current market value is 80 million euros, so I think Liverpool will have to pay a lot of money to get him, especially because his contract expires in 2025. But he already started the season on fire. He has 3 goals in 9 games. And usually he gets into double figures when it comes to goals and assists for a season. I mean, last season he had 6 goals and 14 assists, so if you add that up, that's 20 goal contributions in 44 matches, which is absolutely brilliant. This was last season's contribution for Jude Bellingham, and remember, those 2 Europa League games came against Rangers where he got 2 goals and 2 assists. And the season before that, as a 17-year-old player, he played 46 games for Borussia Dortmund, scoring 4 goals and getting 4 assists as well, which is pretty amazing. And what I absolutely love about Jude Bellingham is look at his injury history. That's it. In the last like 3 or 4 seasons, he missed 3 games through injuries, which is absolutely remarkable. That's why he has played so many games for Borussia Dortmund. He almost plays 50 games every season because he's not an injury-prone player. So I'm really hoping that Liverpool can get this deal done. And Pep Guardiola was left bewildered by just how good Jude Bellingham has become after witnessing it firsthand as a Man City manager. And that's my main worry. And my main worry is not even Real Madrid, because I don't think Bellingham would want to go to Real Madrid at this stage of his career. He would want to go back to England to be closer to his family. My main worry is if Liverpool don't make the Champions League and if Man City want Bellingham, I'm not sure if Bellingham will choose Liverpool without Champions League football. So of course, Liverpool, if they want to get the biggest stars, the biggest up-and-coming young talents in world football, we have to make the Champions League. And I'm confident that we will, but we had a rocky start and we need to really hit a consistent run of wins when the Premier League resumes in October, for Liverpool at least. Of course, there are 7 Premier League games on the weekend still, but Liverpool are not playing. So Liverpool need to hit the ground running. And of course, Liverpool have a lot of issues in midfield. That's well documented. So Jude Bellingham, 19 years old, he could solve Liverpool's midfield problems. For the next 5 years, we could have a nailed-on starter midfielder who will only get better and better. I think under Jurgen Klopp, Bellingham would absolutely thrive, and he also is the kind of personality and the kind of character that would fit in so well in the Liverpool dressing room. You can't underestimate that. He's not just a brilliant player on the pitch, but on the pitch, off the pitch as well. He's a future Liverpool captain material, I'm pretty convinced. And he's also a very humble guy, but also very smart, very well articulated. Interviews. Every time I've watched Bellingham do an interview, he has always been more mature than what at 19 years old. I mean, when I was 19 years old, I wouldn't be able to string 2 sentences together in a TV interview. I would have been so nervous. But Bellingham gives full 5-10 minute interviews without any problems. He takes to this like the football business so well. And here is the headline and also the Telegraph article. Liverpool are leading the race to sign Jude Bellingham next summer. Mike McGrath is the source of the article. And here is the headline. Jurgen Klopp is a big admirer of Jude Bellingham, who was not for sale in the last window. I think if Dortmund didn't sell Erling Haaland last summer, then Liverpool would have been able to get Jude Bellingham, I'm pretty certain. And as was the case with Jadon Sancho and Erling Haaland over the past 2 summers, it's only a matter of time before Bellingham leaves Dortmund. I don't think Dortmund can keep Bellingham happy there, especially because they are not looking likely to win the Bundesliga or the Champions League anytime soon. Even though Dortmund are trying to change their club policy of selling their best players every summer, but even when Jurgen Klopp was the manager at Dortmund, that happened, and Dortmund were in a lot stronger position back then than right now because of winning 2 Bundesliga titles, qualifying for the Champions League final. Now Dortmund are not probably as well equipped to keep their stars financially, but their sporting director Sebastian Kehl is definitely said that we try to keep our best players. Jude is one of those, and we try to keep them for as long as possible, but we will see what will happen, but not at the moment. We would like to change the policy, but we are in the market. We would like to keep our best players longer than the last few years, but it's impossible sometimes to keep them. We want to play for titles, and that's the most important thing for players, to be at a club who can improve. But in the end, money is another aspect, and England pays a lot more than Germany. We have to renew our philosophy every year. So yeah, because Dortmund can't really afford to pay Bellingham a salary similar to what he would get at Liverpool, I think it's safe to say that next summer Bellingham will be on the move, and Liverpool have to get him, I think. Also, an ex-Liverpool player explained and revealed what Darwin Nunez is working on. Sander Westerveld, a former goalkeeper at Liverpool, said, to be honest, Darwin Nunez is a player at the beginning of the season when he came on for the last half an hour. He made a massive difference. I remember the game against Man City in pre-season. He was a different player when he came on than when he started the game, for example. If you have a player like that, I tell everyone before the game that I hope he's on the bench for the last 30 minutes. Sometimes you have a player, maybe because he's new and he has to adapt still, I think in those 30 minutes, especially at home, he can go full speed and you can see what a quality player he is. I know they are working on him tactically and physically as well. It's not easy to play for Liverpool with everything around it, and the physicality and the high press they play. And yeah, Darwin Nunez, I think, just need to be given time, and he will play a lot of games, but I probably expected Darwin Nunez to start against Ajax, but probably because Jota is our main goal scorer for the last 2 seasons, apart from Mo Salah, when it comes to a striker, Jota scored 21 goals, got 8 assists also last season in a very tough league. I think that's why Jota started. Liverpool desperately needed a win and Jota got an assist. But Darwin Nunez will start a lot of games between now and the end of the season. Just be patient with him, give him time, and I'm sure that Jurgen Klopp will get the best out of him. Talking about Jota, he said the last game against Ajax was very good. It was a big improvement. Of course, not perfect obviously, but a very good game. I think we didn't deserve the goal we conceded. That's football. I think we reacted in the way that was possible, and in the end we got the result that we deserved. That's massive improvement from the last game. I think we really pressed well the opponent, and the first time they went through us, they scored. No chances for the goalkeeper to save the shot. It's like a knock, but I think even that it was not easy. Maybe it took a few minutes to get used to that, but I think we still create our chances with corners, with free kicks, and we had a few more. In the end we got the goal and we got the win, and that's one big step towards the right direction. And I think it was crucial to beat Ajax, because Ajax will be our main rivals to qualify for the Champions League knockout stages. So I'm gutted that the Chelsea-Liverpool game is postponed, but hopefully Liverpool will be in a better shape when we meet Chelsea the next time we play them. And thanks for watching, guys. I really hope that you guys enjoyed this video. Have a nice day. See you later. Goodbye.